Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 8, season 8 of Rebuilding Dundee United. As always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like button if you're still enjoying it, because it helps me, helps support the channel. And if you really want to help support the channel, you can always become a patron for as little as 80 pence a month. You'll find a link to that down below in the description. Now, big season. We're the champions of freaking Scotland. We've been doing well for the last few years domestically in the cups, but we finally toppled Celtic in the league. So a big challenge this year was to try and go back to back, which I think could be tough. There's a lot of changes going on with us at United and at Celtic and at Rangers. Everyone, the whole league, I think is getting stronger, and it's a pleasure to play. I love it. I'm not sure how long this is going to continue. All depends on how many views we keep getting, how many likes I keep getting. We'll see how it develops. So we've definitely got season 8 in the bag. Let's check out what happened. So the first big change is with Celtic, and they've got themselves a new manager. We all know who that guy is. He's probably one of the best young managers in the game, and maybe even in the world potentially. So yeah, shows you the pressure on it. After 14 titles, not all of them were Lennon's, but most of them were. But after 14 titles on the bounce, he loses one, gets binned, which is insane, I think. But it shows you the pressure and the size of Celtic. I think they've got an upgrade here. I think he's a much better manager. And they've sold Kasper Dolberg, who's been their best striker for the last couple of years, but it don't matter. They brought new players in, and that's what they do. They have a big turnaround. They sell a lot, they spend a lot, and until last year, it's worked for them. Now, I think one of our advantages, maybe, of winning the league last year was we didn't have a turnaround. I had the same loans, didn't I? And we had a good team. We nearly won the league the year before. We stuck with that team and we won it. But you've got to progress, and I really think I've made the squad better. I am worried though, I've done too much. Now, these are the transfers I've made this summer, and we've not brought any money in. That's fine, but we've got a lot of good young players coming through that are just itching for that first team spot. So I've loaned a load of them out. When it came to bringing players in, we've done some really good deals. We've spent big on Tommy Doyle, as you can see. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Found some cracking players. I love regens, and I think this game comes alive the more you play it. Get rid of them real players. It comes alive. You get more options, and a lot of these regens that first came out are now getting released because they can't play for Arsenal or City or Chelsea. We'll start with Tommy. He's now got a face. Cheeky little rascal. No, he's a Manchester lad. He loves City, but he was never going to get in their team. They put him up for sale this summer for 18 million. He loves us. So I thought, I'm not going to try and loan him. Let's try and buy him. So we brokered a deal. You've seen that. We probably eventually could pay more than what he was worth. But at one point, he was worth 30 million. So I'm very happy with this deal. Like, super happy with it, because he's a consistent performer. He loves the club. Now, with Shankland going and Holt not returning on loan, we needed two strikers, really. The first striker I bought, the only other purchase, it's Mario Ianni, I think you call him. He's from Porto. He was up for sale as well. So obviously he's not as good enough for them, but I think he's good enough for us. I think he's a fantastic little player. He's not the quickest, but he can use both feet. Great finisher. This one I am buzzing with. Now, he was not a wonder kid. He was just a normal player, but he signed for us and become a wonder kid. That does fluctuate, I know. It's weird. But I think he's amazing. I'm surprised Arsenal have let him go on a free. And he had interest from Premier League teams, but no one else offered him a contract. So I don't know what I'm missing. You should know who James McAllister is. He's been with us now for a while on loan. He was released. We've snapped him up. Absolutely buzzing to get James back. He knows the club. He loves the club. Another freebie and another one that I'm buzzing about. Definite probable starter. It's Darren Rye, 23 years old. I mean, that's what we're in 2026 now, and a lot of these players are getting released. Good players who've been getting loaned out aren't going to get in Arsenal's and Chelsea's. But how good is he? Good team player, got balance and tackle. I play with one up top, but I like to have three strikers, and I do like the odd striker who can go out wide as well, can cover, can give you extra goals. We've loaned in Lee Hayworth, yeah, from Chelsea. Left-footed, wonder kid, which is always a nice thing, even if he's not technically a wonder kid. Great dribble of the ball. Not sure how many goals he'll score with 10 finishing, but he's quick. Probably a really good winger, really, wasn't he? Really good inside forward. The next two loans weren't actually available for loan. This is like a little loophole, sort of. If you know you're going to get money next year, and I think we will, because we're going to be in the Champions Leagues and that, you can kind of do this. So we'd run out of money. We couldn't buy anyone. We could loan players, but there weren't anyone I fancied on the loan market, and I needed two fullbacks. So I looked at the list market. Now, LETSPLAY was available for transfer listed by Man City. But I went to them and said, I'll loan him and I'll now buy him next year, and they agreed to it. And then I've done the same with Christopher Hutchinson from Arsenal on the transfer list, not available for loan, put in a cheeky loan offer and do a mandatory future fee. Finances are left like this, so we're not bad. We've got wiggle room if we need to, but I think I've got a good squad and like a really good team. Now I've got a lot to get through, so I don't want to go through everyone. You know the majority of the lads by now, and a lot of them have improved. I want to show you a couple though. One of them's Gallagher. He's come through from the youth academy this year. He's been the reserve keeper. He's now coming into the first team. There's going to be 3 of them fighting it out. He could be my first choice. I think he really kicked on last year down there. And again, I think I've got some good keepers. Beaton's really starting to improve, like a lot. Look how much he's starting to flesh out as a player. Scottish, young, 22. I love it. Him and Darren Wright could form a partnership. We've still got great fullbacks. I've still got McLean. Matthews is one of the academy guys at right back, so I'm really happy with that. We go forward in the centre. I've still got Herbie Kane, Doherty, obviously Tommy Doyle. Bergam is still impressing. So you know, with Matheson and Bergam and Doyle, I've got options there. I've got guys who can play at the back. Bergam can play as a defensive midfielder as well. McAllister, Smithy's still there as a backup. Sterling on the right. I've got Kane as a backup right winger. He's in the reserves at the minute because I don't know what I was doing with him, but I'm sure I keep him. But like Hayworth can cover there. Jackie Joyce up front with Iani. I mean, we've got some team. Now we haven't played yet, but the league started. Look who's top. We also qualify for the Champions League. That's what level we're at now. I think we've been doing well in Europe. Rangers got to a semi-final last year. Celtic haven't done bad really. They've got to the group stage a few times on this, and we've done okay. So we're the first champions for a while, I'm guessing, to go straight into the group stage, if not ever. I don't know. Celtic, who finished second last year, only have to play 4 games if they want to get to the group stage, so 2 lots of qualifiers. So we've definitely shaved some off, and we've upgraded the country, which is fantastic for everyone, I think. When it comes to the cups, we want to get to the finals, minimum. But we've done well. Last few years, we've been to most finals. We're usually better in the Scottish Cup than we are in the Betfred. Rangers have got another manager. They get a bit sack happy on here now, don't they? And they don't have much money. I think he spent about £1 million this summer, so I'm not sure what Rangers are going to do. We played pre-season, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot that I wouldn't have to do any qualifiers. I didn't realise. I only set up 3 games. Went to England again. Nothing too fancy. Beat Salford, Chesterfield and Charlton, so everything was okay. Before we do move on though, I've got some big news. Look at the net there. Now you'll know, because I talked about in the last episode, that they cancelled the upgrade of Tannadice to 30k because they decided to look for land and investors for a brand new 37,000 seat stadium. The old place was too old, it's costing too much, and everything else is state of the art. We need those corporate facilities. We want to be a big time team. We need that modern stadium. I know Tannadice is historic, but we need it, and that's done. So they didn't find any investors. It just took a shit ton of money off the bank, which we've got to pay back, I'm guessing. And I mean, Jesus, $1 million a month. We need to be in the Champions League or we'll be skint. So they've named it after an iconic United manager. Me? I've done well, haven't I? Won loads of trophies. No, but if there's one manager they're going to name it after, and if it's not me, I'm okay with this dude. Yeah, they're naming it after Sir Jim, legendary manager from the 80s. So we're due to move into this 37,000 capacity Jim McLean Park in 2 years. I don't know if the series will last that long. You're going to have to keep watching, guys. Well, we've jumped forward now to January the 1st like we usually do, and I still can't. I love that. Look at that. Can you see it up there in the corner? Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Anyway, it's January, roughly the halfway spot, and we're neck and neck with Celtic. Neck and neck, they're looking good this year, to be fair, but so are we. We're decent. Rangers are good, although they are lacking by 11 points. I think they're decent. Dundee are good. Why have Dundee become good? We had a good defence last year, and I think I made it even better this year, and it's the foundation, really, of how well we're doing, which, you know, is good. Wait till you see the schedule, though. Things could have gone shit. Attacking wise, I wish we scored more goals. I think I've got good strikers, I've got good forward players. We do score goals, but Celtic are on another level at the minute still. Even though they sell their best players, they still just churn it out, don't they? Now I'm showing you this and not individual games like I do a lot of the times with goals. I've got conscious of what I've got to get through. But I want to show you this in this way, just so you see how bad we started and then how good we became. Now, I know it's a transition period, players had to bed in, but we lost our first 2 games. Hibs beat us, Celtic beat us, and we drew against Livingston on like 1 point. What's happening? And it was still sketchy. Drawing with Dundee, drawing with Rangers, until we turned the screw and beat Aberdeen 3-0. We've just gone on this fantastic, like, unstoppable run. Over to the Scottish League Cup, and we've been to 4 of these finals now on the bounce, losing 3, winning 1. We lost it last year, won it the year before, and we started our adventures in the League Cup against St Mirren with a great performance, beating them 3-1. And then the team that beat us in the final last year beat us in the quarterfinals this year, Rangers, who are a bit of a better team. They started to do well against us again, even though I think we created more, they did play better. They did. So, good luck to Rangers. Hibs won it, beating Hamilton. Great final. I love finals like this. As a neutral, say, take yourself out of it as United manager, and this is great for Scottish football. But how did this happen? Well, forget Hamilton, no offence, the Ackies. It's Hibs. It's all about Hibs. They beat Celtic in the quarterfinals. 1-0, probably FM'd them. And then beat Rangers 2-1 in the semi-finals, so fair play to Hibs, man. Of course, we're in the Champions League while this is kicking off. Straight in them group stages, no messing about, and we came up against Ajax. I'm going to show you all these games, not the goals, because of the story arc of it. It was a crazy time. It was 3-2 again, and again we won, and we beat Tottenham Hotspur 3-2. 2 games, 2 wins. We've arrived, like, in style. Got even better. It got even better. 2-1 against Milan. I mean, are we really going to do a clean sweep? No one can beat us in this group, can they? Well, yes, they can actually. They can. And we got battered. In Milan, 3-0. And the one game I was hoping we could win at home to Ajax. The initial, when I looked at the group, I thought that's got to be our victory at least. We lost 2-1. And this just went from being us on top by a country mile to everything going up in the air and us needing a result against Spurs. Put up a fight though. 1-1. It was only a point. James McAllister saving the day. They absolutely annihilated us. We were lucky. So lucky. Now, coming third might have been better for us. Going to the Europa League, yada yada yada, but the money. We need that cash money nowadays. I want to say, I want my young team to be experienced. I want to play top sides, and I think we deserve this. And after the way we started, I wanted to qualify. I'd have been gutted to win 3 games and then not qualify. At the halfway point-ish, this is the squad arranged by average rating. We'll have a look at some of the main guys. Tommy Doyle, as always, just does the business, done with his lovely little ginger fringe. I love him. Such a player. Especially now he's nothing to do with Man City. It's even better. Mr. Mario, definitely the man up front for me this season. Like I said, he's not the quickest, but he's got something. And both feet he uses is great to watch on the 3D game. Andrew Matheson as well. I was worried, would he settle? He's a beast. How have we managed him? And how's he only worth 12 million? Look, he's not a wonder kid anymore again. Don't know why that wonder kid popped up, mate. It's so weird, isn't it? James now is a player. He's still performing. Great player is James McAllister. Jamie Sterling, again, one of our own. I'll jump forward to nearly the end of the season. And this is the final league table. And unfortunately, we lost it by 8 points. We were neck and neck with them for ages. You'll see probably why we tailed off towards the end in a minute. But yeah, I'm a bit gutted. I like to be back to back, but it's hard beating Celtic. So just to beat them once would be great. I do feel like I want to win it before we end the series. Go out as league winners. But I mean, it was a great season. Matheson was a freaking revelation. Hopefully we can keep hold of him. Mario Ianni, decent, really decent player. Des Cook, who's the leading goal scorer, is a right winger. So yeah, that is what it is. But yeah, they got a new manager. They were refreshed and they came out all guns blazing. They had a desire, didn't they? I feel like they lost the desire last season. So yeah, Celtic are the champions. Hibbies, Hibernian, are the League Cup champions. So it's still the cup to go for. And it's still the Champions League. And the first one, we were playing Inter Milan. So we'd already played Milan, AC Milan, in the group stages. This time we played Inter, and James McAllister got us a goal in a game where I think we were better than him. We were better than Inter Milan. Away though, in Milan this time, we didn't get battered 3-0. No, we went there and we put up a good fight. Kind of salvaging it, as you can see, in the 100 and something millionth minute. We drew Man City. Sorry. Drew them 2-2. Tough game, man. Although they didn't play. I don't think they did too much, really. I mean, to be fair, they've always going to have great players. They've got great players. I mean, look at the bench in that. Some of them are going to be regens, but they always have great regens, don't they? Then Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, same old shit. So yeah, 2-2 is a fantastic result. I mean, we beat City before years ago, didn't we, in the group stage? We beat them once in a group stage. They did miss a penalty. Tough tits. But we had to go to the Etihad and try and get a result. They created a bit, but again, I don't think they were that good. They just didn't seem asked. I felt like, were we playing Man City? You got Paulo Dybala on your team. Sterling. Kick-ass regens. I mean, what? And I've got James McAllister and Jackie Joyce scoring me the goals. One at the start, one near the end. We were great going forward. They didn't do nothing, in my opinion. And I think we deserved it. We just beat Man City in a quarter-final 4-3 on aggregate, right? Now, I might have mentioned this in the last episode. I've only mentioned it once, I think, but there's a fantastic record Dundee United hold against the powerhouse of European football. They've never been beaten by him. They've won every game against them twice. 4 matches, 2 legs, British record, yada, yada, yada. They're very proud of it. Yeah, it was now on my shoulders to uphold it and lost it. But do you know what? 3-2 at the new camp. I don't think that's anything to be too bad pissed off about. I know they can't say they've got this unbeatable record against them anymore in this world, but it is what it is. United fans probably went home sort of happy. We put up a fight. We didn't bend over and get bummed. We always had a chance. 2 away goals at our place. Anything could happen. And it was like a game of tennis, to be fair. And it looks like they were better, but I think we matched them. They scored, we scored, they scored, we scored. That's what it felt like. And they probably did have the edge. But over 2 legs, we only got beat 6-5. So we scored 5 goals against Barcelona, and they scored 6. Just one more. Beat us 1-0, basically. So that record's gone, I know. But look where we are. This is where they got to. This is like their pinnacle, wasn't it? I know they got to a Europa UEFA Cup final, but they got to a Champions League final once, semi-final, got cheated out of it by Roma and the officials, and then Roma went on to the final, played Liverpool and got beat. So obviously it'd been nice to get to a final, but I still feel proud of this. Can I go one better than this next year? I don't know. So we've been to 3 out of the last 4 of these finals. We won it last year against Rangers. We weren't in the final the year before. And then we've been to a couple more, and we've always done quite well in it. And we were starting our campaign to try and win it back. Obviously, we did domestic double last year. God, yeah. They're going to slip away. We'll find out. And then our derby day, beating the D away 2-1. Quarterfinals, Inverness 0-0 shitfest, which wasn't on TV, and it was away. But we turned up this time, didn't we? Stupid bastards. Winning 2-0. Got ourselves into the semis, where we faced the mighty Hibs. The Giant Slayers, the team that knocked out Rangers and Celtic and are the Betfred champions of the world. And put on a performance at their place, our old stomping ground. You might remember we played there for a year at their old stadium, even though this is at Hampden. I know. And look at the performance, man. It was amazing. Mr. Joyce was on fire. 3-0 into the final. And I'm pretty sure you know who we're playing. And welcome to Hampden. We're back again. It's like our second home. It is, isn't it? They call it the Tannadice of Glasgow. Let's just be honest. Well, there we go. We've got a pretty good team out there, to be fair. It's possibly the #1 team, apart from maybe Herbie Kane's 100%. So we've got Bergen playing, Beaton's playing instead of Hutchison, and obviously Jackie Joyce is up top. Here we are, and it's a lovely day in Scotland, in Glasgow at Hampden Park, home of Scottish football. I'm boiling. I'm trying to film this early before the heat kicks in again, because I'm off today and I'm sweating my tits off. I've got a hoodie on, but I'm trying to promote the old Stockport series. After this, go and watch it, go catch up on it. It is basically, if you've not watched it, it's a rebuild, but with 3 episodes a season. And it's got a good hardcore little group of followers, and they know their stuff, so they're not lying to you. Go believe them, go and watch it. So that should carry on for a good while, yeah, because I'm doing that for fun, just for me, even though them kind of series are never the most popular. But here we go, McAllister on the left. Come on, let's get a good start early doors. But yeah, I'm sweating. I've got nothing on underneath, like a newsreader. cock and balls are like swinging in the wind. Although I've noticed now I'm in my 40s, the balls are getting bigger and lower. I reckon by the time I'm 60... Oh, what a finish! Bergam! Finish! Here we go. End of the first half. Not bad. They're probably edging it really, but we've nicked ourselves a goal. They've had one disallowed, picking up quite a few yellow cards. And yeah, I'm still sweating my balls off. There we go. Kicking off the second half. And I'll start that off with promoting my friend again. Here's Lee, the Scouser. Limo, a great Twitch streamer. He's doing crazy good. Send him off, ref. Off. He's doing really, really well. 29th of August, starting at 10 AM on a Saturday, he will be doing a charity stream. 24 hours, he's going to be doing FM, then a bit of FIFA, then some Wreckfest, then go back to FM. Chucking in a few crazy games, doing karaoke, a bit of singing, getting pissed. Honestly, I'm trying to film this. My wife's in the garden, my little lad's out there. He keeps popping in. He wants to be on the video and all that. But this has been doing me in trying to get the lighting right in here. Today's been crazy. It keeps changing. Green screen keeps knackering up. Just want to get it done because after this I've got to cut the grass again. So to get a highlight and a corner. Hopefully it's us on the break. We're going to counter them. Come on, boys. Come on. Just soak up that pressure. The pitch looks amazing. I never know how good it doesn't come across. And there you go. Bollocks. I knew it. 1-1. I knew it. 3 minutes of extra time. Celtic time. Referee's had a message in his ear saying £1 million has just been transferred into his bank account. Give them enough time, as much time as possible to win this game. And here they come. Good save. Well, there you go. End of 90 minutes and we're going into extra time. Luckily I've saved my substitutes. Time to maybe freshen things up. Get them yellows off. So I had 3 subs. You're going to make 4 altogether. Bergam's gone into the middle for Matheson because he was tired and nervous. And I brought Atkinson on as a defensive midfielder. And we replaced the fullbacks, although my right back is Herbie Kane. There he is. Can play anywhere. He could play up front if I wanted him to. So we freshened it up. Got a few yellows off. We've still got a few on the pitch. But here's Sterling. Ref, pretty good tackle to be fair. I said it was a good tackle. Referee don't like it. 2-footed. Sent him off. Right, demanded more. There's not long left. They're down 10 men, but they could still score. They've got quality. Can we take advantage of it? I just don't feel like we've done anything now for a while, to be fair. We've looked a bit flat. All the big guys look like they're playing for a draw. Good tackle. Caney. Makeshift right back, but they're still coming at us. Cannot say his name. Oh, well done. For God's sake, can we just keep the ball, please? He's going off. Off. Don't be doing this, mate. Now 10 each. You're an absolute idiot. You're an idiot. We had an advantage, and you're throwing it out the window. If you watch my Stock Put series, we have lots of penalty drama, and it's going back to penalty drama here. Come on, hats on backwards. Hopefully it brings me a bit of luck. Ah, come on, Sterling. Academy player in front of the United fans. Fucking hell. League's leading goal scorer, Cookie Pants, scores. Right, come on, Doyley. Come on, get us back into this. Come on. Don't let us down. We need you. We need you. We now need that young goalkeeper. His first season in the top flight. Gone to a bloody Champions League semi-final. He knows what to do. He knows what to do. And he knows what to do! He saves it! Come on, Jackie. Jackie Joyce. Jackie Joyce. Jackie Joyce. Jackie Joyce. Make the right choice. He does just. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Flat them arms. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know. Pressure's back on us. And it's a centre-half. First season here at United. He finished it. I thought I was going to fluff it. Praying to the FM gods. Oh, well, I thought he ballooned it, but he hasn't, has he? So down to Beaton, centre half, who's good. Great young player. Moaning a bit this year, not playing enough. He's playing quite a lot. He scored though. Right, it's time for a save here, Gallagher. Come on, it's time for a save. It's time for a save. I like this angle. He's going to fluff. No, for fuck's sake. Down to this young man. Came on as a sub. He's going to be a hero. And now it's Aguirre. Oh, Gallagher, lad. Got a right sweat on. Nuts are sweaty. Got sweat dripping behind my ears. And I've got a left back. Hopefully see. Oh. Hey, it's our cup. It's ours. It's fucking ours. You having that? Whew, I really thought we were going to be silverware-less this season. We're not. We've beaten Celtic just. Nervous then, man. I was nervous. If you enjoyed it, though, make sure you smash the like button. Let me know what you think down below. If you're a United fan, I'm very sorry about the Barcelona record. I think we did really well, though, getting to the semis. I'd love to just know what you think about the series going forward as well. Definitely, like I said, I'm going to do another season. I'm going to play another season. That might be the last one. I hope you're not boiling your tits off like me, because it's way too hot, and it's only going to get hotter today. I've got to go and cut the grass. Woe is me. Anyway, I've got a Scottish cup to drown my sorrows in. I'm going to go and drink some beer as well. I'm just going to celebrate. Party time, innit? Anyway, thank you very much. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.